So what's happening, guys? On what to watch on TV, I wanted to talk about a show that is currently trending on the top 10 list of TV shows on Netflix. The name of the show is Department Q. I'm gonna discuss the two storylines in the movie, or rather in this TV show. So this is how it goes. So there is this lady who is a prosecutor, a monster prosecutor. Like, you know what's a prosecutor's job, right? It's to work for the government and prosecute and convict all your baddest criminals out there. So this is what happens. This lady, right, gets abducted 4 years ago from today. 4 years ago, she gets abducted, and no one knows what exactly happened because she was on the ferry with her brother going to visit the father, and then the next thing, she's nowhere to be found, right? And it becomes a cold case because they've tried to investigate and so forth, but nothing comes to light. Now let's leave that. And then there's this guy who is a cop. Let's call him Chris. Now, the setting of this show is in Scotland, but this guy, Chris, is English. As a detective, this one other day, he was called into some some house to actually investigate something. So him and his partner actually went there, and they found this constable also has already arrived on the scene, and they found a dead guy in that house. And then the shooter comes through out of nowhere and shoots them. Now, as we all know, detectives in England do not carry guns. I think they carry pepper sprays, if not whistles. It's crazy. I don't know how do they do the job. I don't know. I absolutely do not know how they do it. But anyways, he gets shot, he gets hospitalized for 3 months, and then he gets released. And his first thing to do, he wants to find the shooter. Like, who is this person who actually shot me? What was it all about? Because, hey, things happen. Like, he got shot through the neck. His partner got shot, I think, by the backbone, by the spine, and then he couldn't walk for a couple of months. When he gets to his work, his superior tells him that, you know what, I understand you are itching to get the case of investigating the person who shot you, but let's just wait a bit. Let's go and open up a new department that's going to be called Department Q. You're going to be working cold cases that have not been investigated or been closed, rather. And he hires a few people to be his assistants. And then one of his assistants actually pulls up a file of this lady. Who? The prosecutor. And the guy's like, my friend, let's try and work this case of this lady. Maybe there is something that's going to come out of this. And the Chris guy, who's a detective, is like, nah, why should we work a case of a lady that disappeared like 4 years ago? And the assistant is like, man, you never know what might come up. Let's try and work on this. So the two storylines actually conjoin like this. They come together. The lady who's a prosecutor that disappeared 4 years ago, and then 4 years later, Chris opens up a new department that's going to be working cold cases, and the first case that they work is of that disappeared prosecutor. Now, obviously, a whole lot of things come to light. Obviously, she was a bad prosecutor, or rather not being liked by some criminals, so it means she has a lot of enemies out there. So there's a whole lot of investigation that needs to go through. What work cases was she working when she was abducted or disappeared? No one knows. I'm not going to say much. I don't want to give out any spoilers. All I'm going to say is this is a great show. It's a good show. I think it has 9 episodes. For now, it's not a limited series. It's written season 1, so which means most possibly, I don't know if Netflix is going to renew it for season 2. We are still waiting on that, but please try to watch the show. It is such a beautiful show. Okay, on my ratings, I can give it a good, maybe 7 out of 10. It's a good 7 out of 10. The reason I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 is because the Scottish, I cannot understand the word they say when they speak English. My gosh, those people, I don't know if they swallow words, or I can't hear a word Scottish people say. But it is a good show. The cast is nice. The storyline is good. There isn't many cliffhangers, but it's a progressive story that just keeps you hanging on. Like, what else is going to happen? So please, guys, try that out, okay? So anyways, thank you so much for coming through to my channel. My name is Azad. Please, 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 please do not forget to subscribe. Hit that like button. Comment. Hit that bell button as well. I mean, you need notifications to see when am I dropping another video. So on what to watch today, please be on the lookout for the show. Department Q is currently playing on Netflix. Thank you.